If I could sit in front of you right now, I wouldn't make excuses. I wouldn't try to defend myself. I wouldn't tell you why I did what I did. I would simply look into your eyes and say, asterisk, I'm sorry. Asterisk, asterisk. I'm sorry for the moments when I made you feel like you weren't important. I'm sorry for the times you needed me, but I wasn't there. I'm sorry for the words I said without thinking about how deeply they could hurt you. And most of all, I'm sorry for making someone I love feel alone while standing beside me. Maybe these words are coming too late. Maybe you have already cried enough. Maybe you've already convinced yourself that you don't need to hear an apology from me anymore. But there is something I still need to say. Not because I expect you to forgive me, but because you deserve to hear the truth. I was wrong. I know an apology cannot erase what happened. It cannot take back the words. It cannot delete the memories. And it cannot magically repair the trust that I broke. I wish it could. I wish I could go back to that moment, stop myself, and choose different words. Choose patience instead of anger. Choose understanding instead of silence. Choose love instead of pride. But life doesn't give us the chance to rewrite yesterday. All we can do is learn from it. And I have learned something important. Sometimes, we hurt the people we love not because we don't love them, but because we don't know how to handle our own emotions. We become angry. We become defensive. We become stubborn. We think saying I'm sorry makes us weak. So we stay silent. We walk away. We pretend we don't care. But deep inside, we care more than we are willing to admit. And I was like that. I let my pride speak louder than my heart. And for that, I'm sorry for the little things too. For the messages I didn't answer. For the conversations I ignored. For the times you were talking, and I wasn't really listening. I'm sorry for making you wonder whether I still cared. I'm sorry for making you question your worth. Because you should never have had to wonder if you were enough. You were enough. You always were. Maybe I just wasn't mature enough to understand what I had. Sometimes we don't realize the value of something until we feel the possibility of losing it. And maybe that's what happened to me. I became comfortable. I assumed you would always be there. I assumed tomorrow would give me another chance to say the things I should have said today. But tomorrow isn't promised. And sometimes the person we think will always be waiting for us eventually gets tired of waiting. I understand that now. And if you're tired, I don't blame you. You deserved someone who listened when you spoke. Someone who noticed when your smile was hiding sadness. Someone who didn't make you beg for attention. Someone who didn't make you feel like love was something you had to earn. And I'm sorry that I wasn't always that person. You gave me your time. You gave me your trust. You gave me pieces of your heart. And sometimes, I treated those things like they would always be there. I didn't understand how precious they were until I saw the distance growing between us. Until your messages became shorter. Until your voice sounded different. Until your eyes stopped looking at me the way they used to. That's when I realized I wasn't losing you because you stopped caring. I was losing you because I failed to show you that I cared. And there is a difference. Love isn't only about what we feel inside. Love is also about what we do, how we speak, how we listen, how we show up, how we make another person feel. And I wish I had understood that sooner. I'm not asking you to forget. I'm not asking you to pretend nothing happened. And I'm not asking you to forgive me just because I'm saying sorry. You have every right to be hurt. You have every right to need time. You have every right to protect your heart. If you need distance, I'll understand. If you need silence, I'll respect it. Because an apology isn't supposed to pressure you into forgiveness. An apology is supposed to take responsibility. And today, I'm taking responsibility. I hurt you. I disappointed you. I made mistakes. And I cannot change that. But I can change what I do from this moment forward. I can become more patient. I can listen better. I can communicate instead of disappearing. I can stop letting pride control my actions. And I can learn to love you in a way that makes you feel safe, not confused. If there is still a small place for me in your heart, I don't want to fill it with promises. I want to fill it with actions. I don't want to say, trust me. I want to give you reasons to trust me again. I don't want to say, I'll never hurt you, because I'm human. I can make mistakes, but I can promise to communicate. I can promise to listen. I can promise that when things become difficult, I won't immediately run away. And if you give me another chance, I won't treat it like something I deserve. I'll treat it like a gift. because I know now, second chances are not obligations, they are choices. And if you choose to give me one, I will never take it for granted. And if you decide to leave, I will still be grateful. Grateful that I had the chance to know you. Grateful for every conversation, every laugh, every memory, every moment when you made an ordinary day feel special. I won't pretend losing you wouldn't hurt. It would. It already does. But loving someone also means respecting their choice. So if your heart tells you that you need to move on, I will let you go. Not because I stopped loving you, but because sometimes love means wanting someone to be happy, even when their happiness no longer includes you. I hope you find someone who gives you the love you deserve, someone who listens, someone who appreciates you, someone who never makes you question whether you matter. And if that person isn't me, I hope you still find them, because you deserve to be loved properly. But before this letter ends, there is one thing I want you to know. You matter to me. You still matter to me. Maybe I didn't show it enough. Maybe I didn't say it enough. Maybe I realized it too late. But you were never meaningless to me. You were never just another person. You became a part of my life, a part of my memories, a part of the person I became. And even though I wish I had treated you better, I will always be thankful that you came into my life. You taught me that love requires effort. You taught me that communication matters. You taught me that saying I love you means very little if your actions don't show it. And perhaps the greatest lesson you gave me is that we should never take someone for granted, because sometimes the person standing beside us today can become the person we spend tomorrow wishing we could have back. So, if you're listening to this, this is my final message. I'm sorry. Not because I'm afraid of losing you. Not because I want you to feel sorry for me. But because you deserved an apology. You deserved honesty. And you deserved better from me. I cannot change the past, but I can carry the lesson with me. And if someday you can forgive me, even if it's only in your heart, I hope you do. And if someday we meet again, I hope you see someone who finally learned from his mistakes. Someone who understands the value of love. Someone who knows that the heart of another person should never be treated carelessly. Until then, take care of yourself, protect your heart, keep smiling, and remember, you were loved. You are worthy of love, and I'm sorry for every moment when my actions made you forget that. I'm sorry, my love, and thank you for loving me when I didn't always know how to love you back.